Tanjiro feels like a great role model for me, for everybody watching the show, how he faces such adversity and continues to stay true to who he is, which, like I was saying, is just a very selfless, compassionate, kind character who puts other people before himself. No matter what he goes through, he keeps that throughout the series. I think it's easy to have, bad things happen to you in life and kind of become a little bit cynical, but Tanjiro is not that kind of character.
Coming to you from Crunchyroll HQ, this is the Anime Effect, where each week we bring you interviews with amazing people from across the world of anime, from actors to directors to artists and more, to discuss their work and their anime favorites. It's pop culture with an anime lens. I'm your host, Leah President.
Diving right into the Infinity Castle, it's your boy, LeAlec Murray.
And together we are here to see just how powerful the effect of anime really is.
Today, we get to talk to two people helping to bring Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle to life and to our big screens. They're the English voice actors for Inosuke and Nezuko. Welcome back to the Anime Effect, Bryce Pappenbrook, and welcome, new friend of the show, Abby Trott.
Yay, great. Thanks for having us.
Happy to be back.
So excited.
We were missing the Inosuke in our lives, so we're happy to have you back.
Glad to add the chaos. I love it.
We love it.
We need the chaos element.
Yes.
So we have to start with I guess it's just our mission statement at this point, but we have to start with the question that we ask every guest that comes on the show. Bryce, you let us know when you were here last year that your gateway anime was Dragon Ball. But Abby, what was your gateway anime?
That's a hard question. I think it was Pokemon. I think. Okay. Because around the same time I started watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. But I'm pretty sure like the first one that I was like, I still remember coming home from school and Pokemon would be on and I would like run to watch it. And my friend who was like not into anime was dragging me away from the television. And I was just like, I want to watch Pokemon. So I'll say that is my gateway, because that's the earliest memory I have of being addicted to anime.
Yeah, that's actually so solid. And I relate so hard.
Did you play Pokemon on Game Boy also?
I did. I'm going to date myself. I had Pokemon Blue and I had two brothers, and one had red and one had yellow.
Nice.
So we got all the Pokemons and we got to trade.
Excellent.
It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah. There's a very specific experience when you're the only kid in the house that plays Pokemon and you have to like go and like travel the highways and byways to get your trades done.
That's stressful.
It's still a fun time. Yeah.
Start trading things at lunch. Like, please, I'll give you all my fruit snacks. I need that.
For real.
I brought extra gushers just for you.
Guys, you gotta catch them all. You gotta.
Okay, so we have to talk about Demon Slayer, which at the time that this episode comes out, it has premiered in the US. You have each gotten to be a part of some incredible anime, so you are no strangers to working on popular hit shows. But what has it been like for you to be a part of something that has really, truly transcended anime circles and is slashing box office charts right now?
Demon Slayer has changed my life. It has been incredible. Literally, I've never been part of something so huge. And this is the first time, I don't know about you, Bryce, but the first time that I've heard like families watching anime together, like grandparents watching with their grandkids, parents like getting their kids into anime by making them watch Demon Slayer. It's like a family show. I love it. And it's opened up so many opportunities for me. Like Alex Lee and I got to go to Kimetsu Sai, the 5th anniversary event. Things like that, where I'm like, I never thought that this would be possible. Or it was like not even in my wildest dreams a possibility. So it's been awesome.
I agree on the family side. I've been saying like bringing families together one dead demon at a time. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I was going to comment on that too. Like, I think one of the sweetest things that I love to experience when I go to like conventions and stuff, and I'm sure you both have also experienced this, but seeing like family cosplays,
that's always
little
fun.
Nezuko's, little Tanjiro's,
That's my favorite.
like
The little Nezuko's, like, I would die for them. Like,
yes, they're so
they come
cute.
talk to me, and it's the cutest thing in the world when I'll ask kids, I'm like, can you dress like Nezuko, but can you sound like Nezuko? Can you do a Nezuko impression? And I hear their rendition of Nezuko. It's priceless.
Do they have a favorite line to both of you? Do they have a favorite line that they ask you to say from the characters?
I don't know.
I've yelled at so many baby Tanjiros. I've just screamed right at those babies, and they love it too. They're into it. Yeah, I love screaming "Fight me" to little kids.
Yeah.
It's good times.
But do you call them the wrong name also?
Yes. Yes.
Part of it.
It is. This is the first time as Bryce I got the name right, just because I've heard it a lot today. I've been trying really hard as me to get the name right, but I really know the character as Manjiro or Tantaro or Kentaro.
That's so funny.
It's such a magic moment for me because we've been doing the Demon Slayer rewatch. The small like little chuckles that I do to myself, like watching it and you consistently get Tanjiro's name wrong. Like it's I don't know why it's so funny to me, but there was one point where I'm just dying and I'm like, this shouldn't be funny, but I think it's the way that you deliver it and you're so confident about the name being wrong. But it's not right. It's
one of my
so
favorite
good.
things. I think Zach
incredible.
hears those lines in his nightmares. I hope he's just woken up in the middle of the night by my screaming at him. Yeah, it's good times.
Abby, you kind of mentioned that, Demon Slayer changed your life, but like for both of you guys, being part of that core cast of, Inosuke and Nezuko, when you guys went in to do the film, did you have to like kind of slow down and be like, oh, I can't believe this is happening? Like we're really kind of like really at the apex, of the series. And I know for me, like I get emotional just thinking about it because of how long, Demon Slayer's, been a part of the zeitgeist. But like for you guys that have been in it, like, did you have to really kind of take a beat as you're starting to like now we're going through the Infinity Castle?
I just have been looking forward to it, honestly, because, we all knew this was coming.
Yeah.
As soon as they announced like movies, I've been so excited because I think that watching that animation on the big screen, it's one of my favorite things about just like anime today. Because when I was a kid, back in the day,
back in my day,
there wasn't anime in the movie theater. Like that was not going to happen. And so this is like a big deal. It's so crazy to think about. Yeah. So I've just been, it's bittersweet, obviously. Like you never want a good thing to end. But at the same time, I don't want them to drag the story on. I want them to tell the story the best way possible in the best way they can. And I know they will because I feel like they have been. So I'm just excited.
I've said goodbye to shows that I've connected with over a very, very long time. We just went through this with Attack on Titan after a decade.
Oh, I know. I was emotionally like, oh.
And it was very challenging, but I think we're still early enough in this journey. I mean, this is the first of 3 films. I feel like I've just dropped into the Infinity Castle. So I'm still in that excited phase. I haven't even thought about what's, a few steps down the line because there's a big battle still to come.
Yeah.
So we still have some time.
Later.
Yeah.
How you feel then?
Like, let's loop back to this question because the answer may be different.
Yeah.
Well,
talking about this journey and, as we mentioned, this episode will be out after the premiere. Like this is coming out on the premiere date, so we can chat a little bit.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
I don't know what happens.
Yeah. We have not seen the movie, either one of us. We've seen parts of it. We have not seen the full movie.
And I haven't read the manga. I want to experience the movie on the big screen.
So do I.
That's how I want I feel like that's the right way to really appreciate the nuance of UFO table animation. I've worked on a handful of different franchises that UFO table has animated, and I've watched some of their films on the big screen, specifically Fate's Stay Night. And I mean, that animation is so incredible. It's truly an experience watching it in that way, and that's how I want to experience Demon Slayer. So,
that is so cool.
I know the film will have released by the time everyone's watching this. If you are watching this and haven't seen it on the big screen, go get your ticket now. Go watch it like that, because that is the way to really appreciate these types of films and to really feel everything that goes into them, to really feel the people around you, feel the battles. It's going to be fun.
Hey, it's us just sneaking in to deliver a sneaky little ad break to talk about a tool that we think fellow cinephiles and anime fans alike should check out, and that is NordVPN.
Guys, I've been using NordVPN for a while, and one of the features that I really like is being able to log into all of my services and accounts and everything securely so that I can watch my favorite anime as soon as I get home.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you there. And at the same time, I know my online activity is safe with NordVPN's encryption, threat protection, and dark web alerts that guard against hackers and secure public Wi-Fi, even when I want to access content while abroad.
Dark web.
Hackers beware. You can unwrap this huge discount by NordVPN by heading to nordvpn.com/anime effect. Plus, with our link, you'll get an extra 4 months free on the 2-year plan, and it is risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Check out that link in the description. I was going to ask you what your favorite part of the film was, but since you're going to be seeing it along with all the other fans, is there a moment from the film that you are dying to see? Something like, different parts of the battles or whatever, a moment, maybe an emotional moment that you're really excited for fans to see?
I'm very much looking forward to some of these battles that have been teased.
Yeah.
I may or may not have an inkling of what might happen during them. But I can't wait to see, again, the animation for the battles is like one of my favorite parts of this show. And I did get to see, I went to San Diego Comic-Con, I watched the first 13 minutes of the movie.
Oh, I did too. Oh.
Crazy. Like it felt like 30 minutes of film, but it was just like so much action crammed into 13 minutes that I was so mad when they stopped. I was like, no, I want to watch this.
Same.
Keep playing it. But at the same time, I do want to go see it in IMAX. So I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be something.
Yeah. It's going to be a whole new can of worms.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
So, spoiler alert for the series, if people are not up to date.
No, I'm just kidding.
But Abby, what was it like finally being able to speak as Nezuko again? Like, we go through this whole, we go through multiple arcs before we get to the point where, Nezuko actually says her first words again. And we were talking in the rewatch, how your stomach just drops because you're like, oh my God, is she gonna survive? Did the sunlight get her? And then you're like, oh,
it's such a moment, a pivotal moment.
It's such a pivotal moment. So what was that like, recording that and coming back?
It's so intense. And again, I was like, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to live through this somehow because if they took Nezuko out of the story, people would be rolling up their sleeves. But it's one of those moments where I was like, I even though I'm pretty sure Nezuko's going to get through this moment somehow, it's hard to watch because Nezuko is literally burning in the sun.
Yeah.
And she's suffering. And then as an actor, that's hard to go through because you have to put yourself there emotionally. And then physically, you're screaming. So it's not easy either. So it's a very difficult scene in a lot of ways. But it's one of my favorite parts of the story. And it's one of the most pivotal moments for Nezuko as a character because she does come through on the other side. And you get to see what I think is at Nezuko's core, which is her selflessness and ability and desire to protect those she loves as she's kicking Tanjiro off, and devastating him. And like, I think we all felt that as an audience watching that and watching his reaction to what he thinks is going to happen. It's making me tear up just thinking about it. It's like, it's such a strong moment. And I really loved hearing Akari Kito's performance too, as she says her first words, the good morning, and wanted to kind of, in the English, make sure that we kept that kind of childlike innocence and brightness that she has in those first words. And she's almost like a child learning to speak again. It's just such a whirlwind of a scene. What was the question again?
No, you nailed it.
You got me feeling emotional now too. I'm reliving it.
We're in this emotional roller coaster.
I can see it in my mind when I talk about it. So it's hard to like not tear up, when you're thinking, that animation is so gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, especially because you're like, you nailed it. It's such a roller coaster because like this moment that Tanjiro has been like, he's on this mission specifically for his sister, who is his only family. And you're like, oh, he's going to lose this. And then you're crying because you're anticipating something happening. And then you're crying again because you're like, oh no, we're okay. And it's
yeah. Happy tears, sad tears.
Yeah.
All the tears.
Exactly.
And then Bryce, I wanted to know as well, and this kind of ties into my next question, but how are you feeling about Inosuke's journey so far?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's been fun. For the most part, just been really, really fun. I feel like for me, he's an expression of the fun that I have as a voice actor. And I've just tried to bring that raw energy to the performance. At this point, I'm as excited as he is dropping into the Infinity Castle. I cannot wait to see what happens. And I hope we learn more about Inosuke because we've come all this way. We've got backstory on so many other characters, the Hashira, even the demons, and, many of the demons. And we haven't seen where Inosuke's from and why he is the way he is. So we'll see where the story takes us. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, I can't hint anything. I'm literally just guessing. I'm just telling you what I want as a viewer. I honestly have tried very, very hard to avoid spoilers. And I did this with Attack on Titan also.
I don't know how you do it, Bryce.
Yeah, I don't know how you survived without spoilers. Even I got spoilers.
I look at the internet and it's like my feed is just like spoilers of everything.
Yeah. I avoid the whole internet. I don't talk to anyone. Every conversation starts with, wait, I don't know. I don't know what happens. So yeah, I try very hard to avoid those spoilers. Just because I love being in that moment in the booth and just feeling what my character is feeling and letting it be just whatever that is in that moment. That's what we get. I think it's really fun having that type of experience.
And I think what's been great about Inosuke too is that you see his growth.
Yes.
Like almost like just tenfold, right? Because you don't really think about it. And then, as I'm rewatching it, I'm like, he's grown a lot as a character, but you don't think about it because he's such a maniac. And it's just like, it's a cool thing to see, especially when the more you go on, you start embodying the character. And like you said, you're in the booth with them for the first time and really getting into it. So
Inosuke is one of those characters that I feel does have a little bit of a facade, So it would be nice, like, as you said, to learn a little bit more about and kind of break down that character.
He has a literal facade. He's wearing a mask.
Very true.
So funny.
When he does start to open up, it's really impactful. Like him crying in Mugen Train. Like,
oh my God, dude.
It was the ugliest cry. And I think it makes it hurt that much worse because you don't typically see Inosuke go to those places. And he's, at that point, quick to pull himself out of it too. Like he's just going to bury that pain in training. I think that's also telling about him as a character. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for more.
Yeah. And of course, you have the LA premiere coming up very, very soon. I want to know how both of you are feeling about it. And, how does it feel to be able to celebrate this project that you've been working on for years in such a huge way, especially how it's playing out? Like it's smashing box office records. Like, yeah.
It's the coolest thing. I mean,
cool.
you want people to see your work. You want people to experience these shows that are so important to you and that you love. Like, to go and celebrate it together is something really, really special. As a cast, we don't get many opportunities to be together and to go and kind of clock those moments. It's really tough. So, this is one of those times where we get to go and celebrate, and we get to all kind of experience that with so many other people that love this franchise. And for, I think most of us will be watching the film for the first time in its entirety. So we'll get genuine reactions from our friends, which is going to be so fun.
Such a journey.
I'm ready.
Well, we are rooting for you guys. We are rooting for this movie. And thank you so much for joining us today. And everybody at home, Demon Slayer is now in theaters in the US. Go see Infinity Castle. Go do it. It's going to be so fun.
If you haven't, what are you
See it a
even
couple
doing?
times.
Yeah.
In IMAX.
Yeah.
Yes.
See it regular,
That's the
see
best
it in
way to
IMAX.
see it. Yeah.
Buy it on digital, do it all.
Physical media.
Yeah, everything. Get everything. Well, Bryce and Abby, thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you.
And when you guys are ready, you got to come back. We got to do a spoiler cast for this thing. So
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds great.
I'm in. I can't wait to
Thank
talk
you
about it.
guys. Ah!
thanks, guys.
Okay, guys, we are back with two more incredible Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle cast members. We have
hoopers.
with us on the Anime Effect today the English voice actors for Tanjiro. Whoa, I never said it like that
Oh
before.
my goodness.
Tanjiro.
Wow.
Yo, we got Tanjiro on the podcast.
You're going to say Giyu here?
Tanjiro Kamado.
It's the Texas. The Texas is happening.
Yeah. The Texas jumped out. No, but we have the English voices of Tanjiro Kamado and Giyu Tomioka. Welcome to the Anime Effect. Wow. Welcome to the Anime Effect. We're here with Zach Aguilar and Johnny Young Bosch. Welcome to the show. Wow. Off to a great start.
Mr. Giyu.
The chaos has begun. I love it.
So happy to have you guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We start our show the same way with all of our guests. We want to know, what is your gateway anime?
Ooh.
Man, so long ago. It would have. There's a couple of them I could think of. Battle Angel Alita.
Oh.
Ninja Scroll. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Oh.
Solid.
The animation was great, and the stories were dark. And so it was like really cool. I was used to watching Popeye and Tom and Jerry, and then when I saw this stuff, I was like, holy cow, what is this? I need more of this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Johnny coming with some heat.
Yeah, those are some solid picks.
Wow.
Yeah, Zach, come on, let's see some solid picks, bro.
You on the clock? What you got?
It's funny. Yeah, I mean, some of the gateway animes for me, when I first started watching, Johnny's a part of a couple of them actually. Funny enough, I grew up watching. Oh wow, maybe you're a part of everyone, Johnny. Now that I think about it, yeah, I grew up watching Naruto. That was a huge one for me. Naruto. I watched Code Geass. I watched Bleach. My favorite show actually was something that I didn't watch until. It's a little bit more recent, but not super recent. It's called Your Lie in April, and it's because I'm a pianist. I'm a piano player, so I don't know. I thought that anime was awesome, beautiful, and makes you cry.
I know. I was gonna say that's a tearjerker.
Yeah.
That
All the feels, bro. All the feels.
Another solid lineup. Very, very cool.
Man, we got some real heat on this one. All right, let's get to the real reason we are here. Demon Slayer. We are now entering the Infinity Castle, and everybody is super duper excited about it. We've gotten to see it literally slay the box office in Japan. But what does it mean to you guys to be able to continue this journey with Demon Slayer as it is entering its final arc and going to the big screen, but not only seeing its performance in Japan, but in the anticipation of, seeing it here at home as well?
Yeah, literally slaying down.
It's incredible to see, to be honest. Like I said, growing up, just watching anime, being a fan of anime, I never thought I would be a part of anime in this capacity, or one of the biggest anime ever. It's absolutely mind blowing, and even to be here too with Johnny, to be doing like a red carpet premiere, and that's insane to me. So I'm happy that the show has been so well received. I have people coming out of the woodwork that I haven't talked to in, years, decades, people people from school. I got people in my family randomly coming out saying that they like anime or something, or they want me to sign a Demon Slayer figure or something that they have. And even my dad, random coworkers or something, they find out that, oh, that's your son who does that. That's crazy. Yeah, it's very surreal to see something that I loved as a niche thing back then turn into just this massive behemoth of a show that I see it everywhere. I see Demon Slayer everywhere I go, every day. I see it on people's cars. I see it in stores. I see it on billboards. I see it, it's everywhere. It's very, very surreal.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Johnny?
I mean, it's great. It's it's kind of the same stuff, Anime was, for a long time, especially when I had started, it was, not a lot of people watched it, or not a lot of people admitted that they watched it. And, it was kind of just obscure, something that you would maybe hear about. And then eventually to get to this point here where you can't help but, notice it and be like, what is this anime thing? You can't ignore it now. So it's really awesome to be a part of it, be a part of anime for so long, but to be a part of Demon Slayer and get to see what it's done. And if Hollywood hasn't been paying attention, they are now.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Certainly. Yeah. And Zach, of course, you play the one, the only, the legendary Tanjiro. or as we say in Texas, Tanjiro. What has been, some of your favorite Tanjiro moments from the series?
Wow, it's hard to think of it. To be honest, it really is hard to think of I can't think of one, but definitely several of them. Let me think.
They're all right answers. We adore
it. Any answer you give us is the right answer.
The ending of Mugen Train definitely stuck with me, with Rengoku's scene.
That was good.
Screaming at Akaza. Even the start of the series with Giyu and Tanjiro. Funny enough, I know it's kind of bringing it full circle around to the movie. I loved the fight against Hantengu too in the Swordsmith Village, the fight against Gyutaro in the Entertainment District. The Hashira training arc was really cool and cute. That final episode was that was what a cliffhanger, to go into this, to go right into this movie. And of course, all of the scenes with Nezuko, they have so many great moments, and I think that just kind of comes again full circle for Tanjiro as a character, and his compassion and his empathy as a very selfless character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, he has grown so much throughout this series. Is there any part about, the growth and the changes that he as a character goes through that really resonate with you personally?
Honestly, I think it's really inspiring. Tanjiro feels like a great role model for me, for everybody watching the show, how he faces such adversity and continues to stay true to who he is, which, like I was saying, is just a very selfless, compassionate, kind character who puts other people before himself. No matter what he goes through, he keeps that throughout the series. I think it's easy to have, bad things happen to you in life and kind of become a little bit cynical, but Tanjiro is not that kind of character. He is a very trusting character. He gives people the benefit of the doubt. I think that's something that's just really cool about him that you can take away. Stay true to yourself, stay true to who you are. And, kindness doesn't mean weakness.
You hear that, kids? Take that. Take notes.
Take that, kids.
Take that, kids.
Take that, kids.
I do have to call out, because we just did our rewatch for Demon Slayer. And the thing that I noticed about Tanjiro, he has all of these great qualities, but every time he sees Muzan, it is on sight. So when you get to the end of Hashira training and Tanjiro sees him, the just angry passion that you get, when you're Muzan, it was insane. So I was like, man, I know I've watched this 100 times. So that was probably one of my favorite moments for sure.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
So Johnny, we have to ask, you play Giyu Tomioka, who is our favorite water Hashira. So we also want to get what your favorite moments are, but then also kind of explain what it's like playing Giyu, because he seems like a very stoic and reluctant teacher, but then also he also himself wants to become stronger.
It's awesome. I really like that he's got this, he's got this samurai thing to him. And I love samurai films and samurai in general. And so there's something about him that just speaks to me on so many different levels. I can absolutely relate to him in many different ways. Even just feeling like I don't deserve where I'm at, And his journey has been really interesting. I said this in another interview that we wouldn't have a Demon Slayer series if he just killed Nezuko, so, he put the thing in her mouth. So, him giving them a second chance, a chance that he didn't have when he was younger is there's just so much there, and you get to unpack his story as you go through the series and to finally get to the point where we're at in the movie. And it's great to see his journey and his story, even just with Tanjiro, and their relationship and how that develops to get to the point where it is now, and how impressed he is by Tanjiro. And now realizing that wasn't a mistake, what I did back then, even though the other Hashira were like, no, you shouldn't have done that. It's like, no, he should have done that, and he did, and he was right. It's a beautiful story. The animation is amazing.
Incredible.
The sound design is awesome. Have you guys seen it?
No, not
You
yet.
haven't seen it.
I've only seen
haven't
the
this
first
movie yet.
13 minutes when they
13
showed
minutes.
it, because I
Okay.
was at SDCC when they did the panel.
Just out of curiosity, you said, you're a fan of samurai films. Were there any in particular that you drew from for the character?
Ooh, it's a good question.
Oh, man.
Or did you just listen to a bunch of Wu-Tang?
No. I didn't purposely go out and do that, but then I felt it naturally within the character. Just that feeling of honor and, and tradition. And then I feel like in this, something about all samurai is that they almost have to accept death, and to become, to fully realize who they are as a samurai, right? And going into battle. And so I do feel like he gets to do that in this movie,
And he kind of walks around with that quiet power too.
Oh yeah. He just cares. There's some aura right there. There's
definitely.
something going on. He doesn't have to say much really. And he I don't know. He oozes something awesome and cool. And I just from the beginning was like, I want to know more about this guy. Is it from the very beginning in the first audition when I saw the character design and the eyes were so different than other anime that I've seen. I'm like, whoa, these are really interesting blue eyes. And I kind of fell in love with the character design in the audition. I was like, man, I got to try to nail this one, so.
Well, I can safely say you have nailed it.
Yeah, you understood the assignment, passed with flying colors.
But we actually spoke with Bryce and Abby earlier, and we talked about something, and I want to get your take on it. So Bryce had said that he avoids all spoilers and that he does not, read the manga ahead. He's very like anime only. I want to know your take on it. Did you know going into Infinity Castle what was going to happen, or are you one of those people that likes to be surprised when you hit the booth?
I do both. It depends on, sometimes even the director would be like, don't go look things up. I want you to experience it.
Oh, wow.
But nobody said that for this one. And I worked on that first episode, and the first couple times I see Giyu, and I was like, man, I need to know more about him. And I just like started looking up online to try to get some more info. And then I ended up seeing a spoiler. And so from then, at some point I ended up getting the manga because I needed to also know, well, what's going on? Does this guy come back? He hasn't been around. I know they've been, recording. And so I ended up going through it, but it was a while ago. So I still do feel like when you see the animation, it feels so new and fresh and different anyways. But yeah, you recall certain moments. But I don't mind actually seeing a little bit of it, because then you kind of, both ways are fine. But I do feel like then you could kind of place, this is where I need to be there. So how do I get to that point? You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Zach?
I've actually read the entire manga. It's been a minute for me since like the manga concluded. But I just kind of wanted to, I was just really invested in what was happening in the story. I'm like, how does this end? Like, what's going on? And I need to know. But I do my best to live as an actor and live in the moment and not think too hard about the future of the show or what I'm going to do for a specific scene, because sometimes as an actor, you like to overthink like every little thing, every little choice that you've already made is the character. And I think thinking too hard about like those little choices might kind of take you out of the present, which is just performing the scene. Yeah. So I completely understand. Yeah, like I know Bryce, he's told me that too. He said, hey, don't tell me any spoilers because I'm not like, because I don't know what happens. And so I've done my best to like not, talk in private with Bryce about like what happens in the show. But yeah, no, when it comes time to record the scenes, I do my best to just kind of just draw from the heart of Tanjiro's character and not think too much about what I already know is going to happen. But I will say this, watching the scenes and doing them, watching the animation, watching how beautifully it's done, listening to the like killer music and the sound effects and everything. And then it's like time to record the scene. If anything, that puts you into the mood for it. Like you're ready to go in.
In the ways of Bryce, by not giving any spoilers, do you have a favorite moment from the film that you are excited for fans to see, for both of you?
How do you say that without spoiling it?
Give a timestamp. No, just kidding.
Right. Yeah. 26 minutes in. No.
There's a lot of great moments from the movie. There's the obvious battle scenes that everybody knows about, like Shinobu and Doma, or even like this fight with Tanjiro and Giyu teaming up to face Akaza.
Oh, I'm ready for that one. I am so ready for that one.
It's freaking awesome. Like, it's so good and it looks incredible. It's the same kind of Demon Slayer formula that that they've always had, and it stays true to what Demon Slayer has shown for the series, and even, you know, the movie Mugen Train. Just expect those awesome killer battles, breathtaking fight scenes. Expect the emotional moments that Demon Slayer always brings home and really, you know, nails into you. There are some good ones of those. Maybe I'm biased because, you know, I'm a part of it, but I am really excited to see all of everything that revolves around Akaza. I think it's super interesting and very, I can't wait for fans. I can't wait to see the reaction too in the theater and going to this premiere. I'm so stoked.
Yeah, the get back for me is like after Mugen Train, I'm like, that get back is coming. It's coming. Be ready.
It's on the way.
Yeah. What about you, Johnny?
Well, I mean, kind of the same stuff. I know we've all been gearing up for these battles, but there's just so many moments and story points within the battles. So without spoiling anything, there's just there's just some really great story inside the fighting that I think is really, really compelling and interesting to watch, and for the characters to get to those points as well.
I'd say that passes as spoiler free.
Yeah. I think we're good. So before we let you guys go, we do have a fun question that we want to ask you guys. We've seen a couple of the popcorn buckets for Infinity Castle floating around. All of them have been insanely cool.
The Malaysian one is really cool, right?
Insane, right? But if you guys could design a popcorn bucket for US theaters, what kind of bucket would it be?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Do we have like $1 billion? Does anything go?
No, in this scenario, there is no budget to your popcorn bucket.
Just recreate the Dune popcorn bucket.
Oh, wow. I mean, ooh. Oh, now you got me thinking. You know, like that mirror effect that makes it look like you're looking into infinity. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's a good idea.
I think that would be sick to have like the Infinity Castle background on it, but then as you like spin the bucket around, you know, it has that like never ending mirror. So further you look into it, you're just looking further and further and further into the Infinity Castle. It never ends. You know what I mean? Like it just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. You're still looking. Something like that lights up, and then maybe if they're even able to throw some like lenticular flashes of
lenticular. That's quite a word.
Wow.
The like the 3D artwork that like changes when you move it. Maybe put Akaza on one, and then like Doma on one, and and then maybe, I don't know, throw like Tanjiro on one.
Get this man a marketing budget.
Yeah. There's a million things they could do.
I'd probably just make the inside real simple. You're just going to be putting popcorn in there.
Right.
But I think on the outside, you got like 4 sides. So you should be like, get a few of the battles, just kind of like mid-battle, characters in mid-battle, you know, you know, they're not flat, but you know, like they're, I don't know what do you call that? Like they're
I know what you're talking about. Like,
you know
like a little texture moment.
Yeah. So you look and feel the design, like you can turn each one to see a different perspective of battles, each of the battles or whatnot, you know, and then of course you'll have the main title, but it's all like 3D.
We need you guys on the marketing board.
Exactly. Yeah. They should have asked us. We could have came up with plenty of them.
Put Muzan on the bottom of the bucket, right? So once you finish your popcorn, you need an Easter egg for Muzan. You just see him at the very bottom, like, you know, making his menacing face.
I can dig it. Thank you guys so much. This was so much fun. Everyone, please go see Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Infinity Castle. It is in theaters right now as you are listening to this. Again, Johnny, Zach, thank you guys so much. And we are looking forward to finishing this arc. We are in the end game, people. It was absolutely incredible to talk to just the entire gambit of amazing voice actors that we have for Demon Slayer. Thank you to Zach, Johnny, Abby, and Bryce. You guys, we loved having you on.
All legendary.
Once we come down from this movie a little bit, like everybody just needs to come back. Like we just need to do a Demon Slayer roundtable. We need to spoiler cast this. We need to break it down. We need to do the whole kit and caboodle. But no, that was awesome. Again, thank you guys for joining us. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I agree. Especially we learned a little bit more about their process going in, some moments to look forward to. So yeah, definitely go check it out in theaters if you haven't yet. And thank you for joining us for another episode of The Anime Effect, brought to you by Crunchyroll and Sony Music Entertainment. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode.
The Anime Effect is hosted by me, LeAlec Murray, Leah President, and on assignment, Nicholas Friedman. We are executive produced by Jonathan Hurst, Joanna Clay, and Nick Friedman. Thank you to our lead producer, Kyla Carnero, and our producer, Carla Solorzano, and our associate producer, Zoe Culkin. Pixelworks edited the video. Our head of production is Sammy Allison. Special thanks to Tamika Balance Kolasny.
We'll be back next week with even more anime, of course.
Later days, y'all.